So as I said before, this episode, or this session kind of took quite a lot of time in real life compared to in between sessions. Because this was kind of when the campaign was starting to fall apart, and we were trying to find better options and trying a lot of different things, starting lots of different campaigns to see if we could get more people and stuff like that. But with this, the party got to the cave. I think I put because we had Twigs have a deck of illusion. I think he set one of those up as the guard, but that was easily found out and taken care of. As the party entered the cave, there were piercers that fell on them from above and bats that attacked them. Kind of in the first room. I had, due to the level of the parties, I didn't have them face ropers, which are like the normal or the grown-up versions of piercers for those that know. But I didn't have them do that. Yes, because of CR, but I also put it into myself because I had that Twigs actually brought the piercers into the cave to act as defense. So he had tracked those down and moved them to where he is as his first line of defense. The bats were probably just a bonus. They entered into another room. Xandra once again wasn't there, but I had him be charmed by one of the spells that the Bargist could do. I'm not sure if he actually has spells or if I gave him something that could do that. I'm pretty sure he had spells. But then I also gave him an orb of darkness because he has, because as a Bargist he has like blind sense, while most of the other guys just have dark vision. So it's a way to have him be able to attack while the rest of the party wouldn't be able to see him. So it was an interesting encounter to have them fight blind while he was able to see. They actually did really good. Gil did a lot of really good rolls, and so after getting a few hits from Gil, especially, seeing as Gil was like the magic user of the group, he was pretty much being targeted the most. But after Gil had lots of good rolls and actually hurt Twigs, the Bargist, a lot, he ran down a tunnel to escape and released a carrion crawler to attack the party. This somewhat succeeded by paralyzing Thea and almost killing Gil, but they managed to actually not killing Gil, almost killing Thea. Then they ended up killing it. They did find Finn, but he had a hand bitten off by the Bargist. Gil had an idea to have Finn hop in his bag, so that way he'd be able to escape like the jail without like having time to pickpocket or deal with bleeding or anything like that. And they tried to track down the Bargist and couldn't. They also went about with the skills that that Gil had, with a little bit of homebrew, to give him a new hand. He, of course, used some pieces of other things, so Gil used some displacer meat, some of the meat from the displacer beast, along with some of his blood, so it would be UNT blood, kind of to make a flesh hand, and then try to make it connect into fins. I had this be where, because I enjoy giving my players all these weird stuff if they do weird stuff, I kind of said that it was a blessing from the god a god of craft that Gil knew of, along with probably the blessings of Thea's god. Or, no, I think it was Finn's god, because Finn worshipped a god of peace, Hiawatha. That's my homebrew god. And so I had between the two of them, they kind of had two gods help him out to make this work. He tested this out first on a mouse that he caught, a normal mouse, not a mousefolk like Finn. But this gave me the opportunity to, what I was going to do was have the influences of the pieces kind of activate and change Finn. This would also have shown on the mouse. So I was going to have it be that the little mouse would gain the displacer beast traits and probably a little bit of the looks, along with some of the benefits of UNT, so like poison resistance, dark vision. I don't actually think it's poison immunity, so later on, there's actually a little bit of chaos there. I actually, after thinking about it back, several months down the line in real life, I thought that the displacer beast would actually have been a pet for a hag. So she would have actually wanted to call the displacer beast back, and both Finn and the mouse, having pieces of the displacer beast in them, would kind of get a little bit mind controlled by her and come back to the hag's hut. The hag would also be upset about the cloak of displacement due to it being the skin of her cat, pretty much. Campaign kind of fell apart before that, so we never got a chance, but that was going to be my plan. So with Finn's hand, he'd have the normal gray mousefolk fur there, but like on his hand he'd have a little bit of black fur where it originally wasn't, to kind of show the displacer beast aspect. But that's about what happened in that session, and what I was planning. I had a lot of fun. I always have a lot of fun when players do something there's no way I could have thought of. I would think that, because I was thinking what they'd do with Finn would give him a hook, give him a fancy metal hand that can be used to place and stuff, but nothing like trying to give them a actual meat hand. So it's always fun being a DM to have your players throw you these curveballs, this randomness that you can't come up with on your own to make a story so much better than you could have done by yourself. I always had a lot of fun.